Okay, so as I said, last time I was here, I came along and hopefully I gave some people some various bright ideas, some different ideas of things that they can use here at the college. One of the things, the first thing I did was this thing called a Pecha Kucha. Now, hands up, how many people have heard of Pecha Kucha or Kucha? Is that, yeah? A few people? Well, it's the word Pecha Kucha or Kucha is actually Japanese for chit-chat, hence it's supposed to be the Japanese flag saying chit-chat. And what it is, all it is a way of presenting. You don't need any special technology. It's all done with PowerPoint, just on a timer. And all it is the key thing is you have 20 slides on screen, and each slide is only on screen for 20 seconds. Now, this can be used to deliver key information. It can be used with students. If you have students who need to deliver a presentation, this is something you can use with them so they don't do long, rambling ones. There's lots of different ways that you can use this, and that's something I mentioned last time I was here. This is something very quickly, simple little tool called Snippy, which is a great tool, and all it is, you can download it and you can just capture anything that's on the screen. Draw a bit like a screen capture, but it gives you a bit more control. There's a link on your handout about where to get it. This is a word cloud, and this is what you do is you get a big group of a bunch of text, put it into a website, and it creates this thing called a word cloud. The larger the word appears, the more times it appears within that piece of text. So this is Barack Obama's inauguration speech. That's what that one was. So it's a way of getting, just reinterpreting text. So any idea what this one might be? Yeah, it's your Ofsted report, the latest Ofsted report just put through. So you can see, like, got outstanding age. So it's a good way of just looking at what are the key words within a piece of text. So, so that's that. Moving very quickly on, I say it was going to be a quick recap of some of the stuff I did last time. This is Bitstrips, which is a very quick way, a website where you can go on and you can create cartoon strips with no artistic skill whatsoever. And it's very simple to use. I won't cover that too much because I can mention it later if we want. This is one of the things I want to talk about later on today, iPadio. It's a way of doing recording audio and putting it directly onto the internet. You don't need any skill whatsoever. All you need to do is sign up to a website, and to record something, you just phone a number. Phone a normal telephone number, speak into the phone. Once you put the phone down, it's published on a special area on a website that we can access. And we'll have a look at that in a bit. And it's easy as a baby making a phone call. So that's iPadio. Trying to think what we got next on the screen. Glogster is another thing that we're going to try and get time to look at a bit later on. Glogster is it's described as an interactive poster, and it's great for using either yourselves or getting students. If students have to create a presentation on something, they can use this, and it's basically an interactive online poster. Now, just to show you what I mean by this interactive feature, so this is one that I created earlier. If you move the mouse over Romeo and Juliet, it puts that circle around. It tells you that there's a link there. There's a big piece of text in there, but it all fits in this little square, and you can just scroll up and down. You can put a photo in there. You can put a video clip in there with a nice little frame around it. It's all very simple and easy to use. Another thing quickly to mention, Access Apps. Anyone heard of Access Apps? Yep. Access Apps and Myapps is a huge amount of completely free software that you can run directly from a USB stick. It won't work on the college computers. In that, I would recommend having some discussions about the value of it, if I were you, because there's some fantastic free resources on there. So one of the free resources is something called Camstudio. Free resource. You know, earlier I showed you quickly something on the screen, that Glogster, and you saw there was a video of everything that happened on the screen. I captured that using Camstudio. So if you want to show something that happens on screen, Camstudio, free resource for capturing whatever you see on screen. Audacity. Who here has ever used Audacity? Few people. Good, glad to hear it. It is one of the best free resources out there for recording audio, for editing audio, having lots of different layers of audio. You can have it quite complicated, or you can use it quite simply just to record what people are saying. Mind maps. Does anyone use mind maps, either on screen or just handwritten mind maps? few people do. They're really great, particularly for learners or anyone with dyslexia, but not necessarily just for those students. But it's a great way of just putting your ideas down and linking them together, and that was Freemind, which is a resource on that Access Apps. This year, one of the things that I've seen in various colleges are different ways to capture video. So this is a Kodak camera. There's also similar ones. There's flip cameras, really good for video, capturing video. PSP, with the camera on a PSP, absolutely fantastic. Huge screen, you can capture a lot. This, I don't know if you can see the size of this camera compared to a pound coin down here. This is the latest one that I've seen. It's called a Muvi camera, M-U-V-I. And these are great. You can clip them onto clothing. You can tie, there's adaptations you can get to tie them onto bikes or anything you do. And they're really good. The quality you get from them, the video is fantastic. So another resource to know about there. MoleTV. Once you've got the video, there's different things you can do with the video, different ways you can send it to the students. MoleTV is one I particularly like. It's open. It's a bit like YouTube for colleges, but one of the advantages of this is it automatically makes it available in a range of formats, so they can download it to view on a PSP, to view it on an iPod, lots of different things. Right, I realise the last 5 minutes or so I have blasted you with information and possibly blown your minds with all these things, these bits and pieces. Don't worry, hopefully for the rest of the session we can slow down a bit and go through everything that I've gone through. So I'd just like to say thank you for watching my Pecha Kucha presentation. If you want to know more, there's a website address there with the links and all the information for the stuff I've been telling you about today, but it should also be on that handout as well. And thank you very much.